everybody? Welcome to another episode of Hey, it's the NFL Guys podcast. On YouTube, we are gearing up for week 6 of the NFL. Football is almost back again. We got some good matchups. We also got the first teams on byes going this week. So let's start off with that first. Teams on week bye 6 would be the Atlanta Falcons. For me, that hurts because I've got no Calvin Ridley. I've got Kyle Pitts on one of my teams. I got Mike Davis. This hurts so bad. So I've got to find replacements. Also on bye week 6 is the New Orleans Saints. No Alvin Kamara. No Jameis Winston. If you have Jameis Winston starting on your fantasy team, we've got the New York Jets, so that means no Michael Carter, no Zach Wilson, no Corey Davis, and the San Francisco 49ers are on a bye, so no Deebo Samuel, no Trey Lance. So yeah, so that definitely makes matchups really interesting when you got some of your top guys not going. So those are the teams that are on byes for week 6. Before we get going, I always like to check in with my good friend Jimmy Baba Ganoush. Jimmy Baba Ganoush, I know you drafted, I think, 7 fantasy teams, and I heard from your brother Johnny Baba Ganoush that you did not win on any of your fantasy teams this week. Like, injuries has really hit you hard as much as it hits me. Like, what are you feeling? Like, do you want to get a win this week on your teams, at least one team? Like, what are you feeling? Like how are you feeling about your fantasy teams? Like, how bad do you want to get a win this week?
Please! God damn it!
See, I know I'm the same way because I'm like, I got injuries, I got guys on byes. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for my picks for week 6.
Ah, boy, here we go.
Okay, first off, we are going to start off with the Thursday night football game. The Thursday night game is definitely going to be interesting. We've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going up against the Philadelphia Eagles. I know that Tom Brady has a finger issue, but everything that I've been reading online today has been saying that Tom Brady is a go. The Bucs offense has been super hot. You can put the Buccaneers in that special category of teams that are like, okay, these are the teams that are possibly going to go to the Super Bowl. The Buccaneers is my team to go to the Super Bowl, to win it all. Mike Evans, I'm sure he's going to have another huge game. AB's going to have another good game. I think Leonard Fournette's going to rush for about 100 yards. He's going to have about 20 fantasy points. Mike Evans is going to have about 20 to 30 fantasy points. AB's going to have between 20, 25 fantasy points. The Eagles, and the Buccaneers defense. Let's just talk about the Buccaneers defense, how good they've been this year. The Eagles, Jalen Hurts, he's been having a really good year. I just do not see how the Eagles can pull this off against the hot Buccaneers with Tom Brady coming off last week with like 411 yards and 5 touchdowns. Like, seriously. Like, that might be, like, right up there as one of his best games of all time, or at least in the top 3. Yeah, the Buccaneers are winning this game, and I think they're going to win easily. Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, We have an early 9:30 game again. We've got the London game on Sunday morning. Where we have the Miami Dolphins going up against the Jacksonville Jaguars. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, would this be an upset if I went with the Jaguars? If this was my upset game of the week? Because since the Dolphins have one win and the Jags have nothing, no wins yet, like, I would honestly, if I went with the Jaguars, I think it would be an upset. But I am going to go with the Miami Dolphins. Jacoby Brissett, he's been playing not bad, stepping in for Tua. Mike Gesicki, I think he could have a good game. You know what? It's going to be one of these matchups where it's like, right now, I got Jalen Waddle on my bench. I think, I'm not 100% sure, but the team that I have Waddle on, well, I have Waddle on my fantasy work team where I have Mike Evans and McLaurin going, and I've got, I forget who's in my flex. I forget who's in my flex. But anyway, yeah. I have Waddle there. I think I have Waddle on a different team where I have, I think, Sterling Shepard going. Sterling Shepard is officially, from what I've been reading today, he's officially is back. He's going to be playing. I think he's going to be the number one receiver come Sunday, which I don't know. I don't trust any Giants receiver with Mike Glennon throwing to him. I think Daniel Jones is probably going to be out for at least another week. But anyway, Jacoby Brissett, I think he's going to have a good game. Gesicki's going to have a good game. I think Jalen Waddle's going to have a good game. And sorry, Jaguar fans, I think the Dolphins is going to win their second game. We have the Vikings going against the Panthers. I think Sam Darnold's going to have a better game. We've got Christian McCaffrey. Everything that I've been reading, it sounds like 90% sure that Christian McCaffrey is officially going to be back for this Panther game. So if you have Christian McCaffrey on your fantasy team, make sure you get him in your lineup because right now he's projected to have 14 fantasy points, which I think he'll be up in the 20s. But yes, I think the Panthers' offense is going to start being a lot better now. So definitely I'm going with the Panthers. We've got the game of the week. And ladies and gentlemen, this should be no surprise to anybody. Hey, it's the NFL Guys podcast. Game of the week is the Chargers versus the Ravens. Oh my God. Let me tell you, like, this game, if everything goes the way it's supposed to, this game could be up in the 40s to 50s. Justin Herbert has just been on a different planet. Like, he's just like this. He's like Superman out there. Mike Williams, bounce back game last week. I think he's going to have another good game. Austin Eckler is going to be good. Lamar Jackson, Hollywood Marquise Brown, Mark Andrews. My God, that offense is just ridiculous. I honestly, this was a hard pick, man. Like, I spent 10 minutes looking at these two teams, and going with the Ravens. just because Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews and Hollywood Marquise Brown, like, I have to say something also. There was a news segment on First Take this morning, and I forget, it was Stephen A. Smith, and it was two other guys, and I can't remember. I see his face, and I can't think of his name. And he was talking about the Ravens. He was talking about how Hollywood Marquise Brown would not be a great receiver anywhere else. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You telling me that Hollywood Marquise Brown, like, would not be good, like, on the Chiefs if it was Tyreek Hill and Hollywood Marquise Brown? Like, what? If he was on the Packers and you had Devontae Smith and Marquise Brown? Really? Really? Let's just say that Hollywood Marquise Brown was on Tampa Bay. Let's just say that AB was not there anymore, and it was Marquise Brown and Mike Evans. You're telling me that Tom Brady would not make Hollywood Marquise Brown a star? Whatever, dude. I know you played in the NFL. You played for the Patriots. Just shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Like, Hollywood Marquise Brown is really come around this year. He's a good receiver. I'm going with, like I said, I'm going with the Ravens. I think the Ravens is going to win, but man, this is going to be a very high score game. Rams and Giants, no question there. The Rams win easily, but it's nice that Sterling Shepard's going to be back. But you have Mike Glennon going as your quarterback. Who knows how long Saquon's going to be out? I did read this today. He's probably going to miss 2 to 3 weeks. Kenny Galladay is obviously going to miss probably a week or two. That Tony, is it Kadarius Tony? I think he could be, like, decent. But I think that Mike Glennon is going to throw to Sterling Shepard. And I'm really thinking about putting Sterling Shepard in as my flex, because I think he's going to have a really good game. But against Matt Stafford, Robert Woods has been on a different planet. Cooper Kupp, Darrell Henderson. Oh, yeah. Like, this game won't even be close at all. This game is going to be a big, giant blowout. Rams win easily. Now we got the Texans and Colts. Texans' offense looked really good last week against the Patriots. Like, I was shocked, like, the Patriots was down from the Texans. Jonathan Taylor, really good game last week. Carson Wentz, pretty good fantasy week. He had 22 fantasy points. I think that the Colts is going to pull this out. I just feel like they've got a little bit better weapons than the Texans does. Wentz is a lot more experienced quarterback than David Mills. So, yeah, I'm not saying it's going to be close or it's going to be a blowout. I'm just saying the Colts is going to win this game. Oh, boy. Chiefs in Washington. I'm going with the Chiefs, but I almost had them as my upset pick. If Washington would have beat the Chiefs, let's just say if I did pick that right and Washington does beat the Chiefs, there is going to be some major talk coming Monday morning on First Take, on NFL Network, everywhere about the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, you got CEH who's going to miss like 2 weeks. Travis Kelce had a stinger last week. Tyreek Hill is kind of banged up. Is this the game where Josh Gordon blows up? I know Josh Gordon got released, got let go on one of my fantasy teams, got dropped. I was debating about it because I was thinking, oh my God, if Josh Gordon is going to blow up, it's going to be against Washington. But I'm going with the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs can handle Washington. Next game, we have...
The Bears.
Where we have a big rival against our hated rival matchup against those Packers.
Fuck the Packers.
Exactly. I'm scared to start Damian Williams. I think I've got him because I don't have any other options. Because my running backs, like all my running backs, like I think Mike Davis and Alvin Kamara is on a bye. I've got injuries. So I think I have Zach Moss going and Damian Williams. I think those are the only two running backs I've got going. Oh, Aaron Rodgers has been hot. Devontae Adams, my God, last week. 200 and some yards. What did I say? He had 1 or 2 touchdowns. I would love to see Justin Fields just blow up against the Packers and have his best game of the year. I just don't see it happening. I hate to say this, Bear fans, but I am going with the Packers.
Fuck you, asshole.
Hey, I'm just saying. If you look on paper, the Packers is a better team. Better quarterback, better running back, better wide receiver. Even though Tanyan hasn't done jack shit this year, I have to say that Tanyan's a better tight end. The Bears' the Bears' defense is obviously better than the Packers. I mean, they definitely got better getting Jalen Smith, and he's going to start. Oh my God. I could see Jalen Smith having like two big sacks against Justin Fields. Justin Fields is suffering from a hyperextended knee, which I feel like he's still going to go. I don't know if that knee is going to give him trouble. I don't know if he's been limited in practice today or tomorrow, if you will. But the Packers offense, oh God, even at home, what am I doing? I would love to see the Bears win at home and split it. But the Packers has been too damn good, and I just don't see the Bears pulling this out. Next, we've got the Bengals and Lions. Joe Burrow took a nasty hit, like I said before. Like, he dove, took a helmet shot. He was out of he got hurt, but I think he came back. The Lions is suffering, but I can see I'm starting TJ Hawkinson. I think Hawkinson's going to have a good game. I'm hoping DeAndre Swift has a good game. I can't remember. I think I have DeAndre Swift going in one of my teams. Jamar Chase is obviously going to have a huge game. I'm saying it right now. Jamar Chase is going to have the best game of his career for right here so far of this year. I think Jamar Chase is going to go off. Bengals win. Next we have my upset pick of the week. And I was thinking at work today, and my really good friend, Dean, shout out to you, Dean. You're right. I have this sense, like, I don't know what it is. They're playing at Cleveland. The Hunt and Chubb show. I mean, the two best running backs in the NFL. Not the greatest quarterback, let's just say, because obviously Kyler Murray is better. But the Cardinals' defense isn't that great. I think it's going to be a running shitfest for Chubbs and Hunt. I can see them both getting over 100 yards. I am going to pick the Browns to finally beat the Cardinals and give the Cardinals their first loss. I don't know. Like, part of me is like, what? Are you fucking crazy? Like, the Cardinals should win, but They're in a very, very bad territory with that dog pound there. I don't know. I am going with the Browns to upset the Cardinals. Next, we've got the Cowboys and Patriots. Dak Prescott's going to have a good game. Ezekiel Elliott's going to have a good game. CeeDee Lamb's going to have a good game. Dalton Schultz is going to have a good game. I think Mac Jones is going to have a decent game, but I just think the Cowboys are going to pull this off. Next, we got the Raiders and Broncos. The first game without John Gruden coaching. It's going to be really interesting to see how this offense plays out. I was debating, I've already dropped Derek Carr. I was thinking about dropping Hunter Renfrow and trading for Josh Jacobs because I am just kind of worried that different guy coming in, how's this offense going to be? It could be better. Josh Jacobs could maybe become one of the best running backs starting Sunday. I don't know. I don't know who's coaching him. I don't know who's stepping in. I don't know who got named, if it was Edgar Bennett or Rob Marinelli. But after the way the Raiders played last week and how bad their offense was, and with them playing a big rival against the Denver Broncos, I originally had the Raiders, and I picked the Raiders, and I said they're going to bounce back. Josh Jacobs going to have a good game, and Derek Carr's going to have a good game. But I don't think so. I changed my pick, and I'm going with the Broncos at Denver. I think Tim Patrick's going to have a big game. I think Melvin Gordon, I think he's healthy. I don't know if he's hurt, but if Melvin Gordon's going, he's going to have a good game. Teddy Bridgewater, I just don't see the Raiders winning this game. We have the Sunday night game. Where we have the Pittsburgh Steelers going up against the Seattle Seahawks with no Russell Wilson. Chris Carson's banged up. I think DK Metcalf is banged up, has a questionable tag, but I think he's going to go. I think that Chris Carson, I was reading on ESPN that he's already been ruled out for Sunday. Geno Smith didn't look too bad last week. He didn't look too bad. For somebody who hasn't really played for, a long time, he looked decent. But, Juju Smith-Schuster, so Chase Claypool just jumps the scale and becomes, the number 1 or number 2 receiver. I don't know. I still think that Chase is... I honestly feel like Chase is slowly becoming the number 1 at Pittsburgh, but Deontay Johnson's there, who is a really good receiver. Big question marks is are we going to have good Ben Roethlisberger? Najee Harris has got a questionable tag, but I think he's a go. More details coming this Sunday morning when I do my TikTok video, which I will post it on my YouTube channel. Big question mark, can Geno Smith win this game? It's a possibility. If Ben looks so bad out there, Seattle could win this game. But I just feel like with Najee Harris, with Chase Claypool, with Deontay Johnson, I just don't see the Seahawks winning this game at all. I'm going with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And next, we've got the Monday night matchup. And we have the Buffalo Bills going up against the Tennessee Titans. And let me tell you what. If Julio Jones was healthy, I think A.J. Brown is back. I think he played last week. I can't remember. But it seems like I've already saw on ESPN that Julio Jones has been ruled out for Sunday. The Bills' offense is ridiculous. Let me say that again. The Bills' offense is redonkulous. It is like Josh Allen. I think he's going to win the MVP. I think he's going to be the MVP this year. Like, it's going to be probably him. It's going to come down between him, Justin Herbert, and Lamar Jackson. Like, Dawson Knox has been really good. Zach Moss has been playing really good. Emmanuel Sanders looks good. I just was like, this Bills offense is just it's the best I've seen since like Jim Kelly was there, when Thurman Thomas was there, when Andre Reed was there, when Bruce Smith was there, when Cornelius Bennett was there. Like, it's a great team. The Bills are hot. I just don't see how this Tennessee team is going to defeat the hot, smoking, on fire Buffalo Bills offense. Like, I just don't see it. I don't know if it's going to be close. I don't know if it's going to be a blowout. I just know that the Buffalo Bills are going to win this game. So anyway, there's my picks, ladies and gentlemen, for Week 6. The Thursday night game tomorrow, I'm going with the Buccaneers over the Eagles. The London game, I'm going with the Dolphins over the Jaguars. I'm going with the Patriots. The wrong P word. I'm going with the Panthers over the Vikings. My game of the week, I'm picking the Ravens over the Chargers, Rams over the Giants, Colts over the Texans, Chiefs over the Washington football team, the Packers over the Bears, the Bengals over the Lions. My upset pick of the week is the Browns over the Cardinals, Cowboys over the Patriots. I'm picking the Broncos to beat the Raiders, the Steelers to beat the Seahawks, and the hot Buffalo Bills offense to beat the Tennessee Titans. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. And now we're going to move on to my 3 players to shine, where I pick 3 quarterbacks. 3 position players. I pick a quarterback, a wide receiver, and a running back, and pick how many fantasy points I think each player's going to have. For my quarterback, I am going with car wreck Carson Wentz. I think he's going to have a really nice big game against the Texans. I think Carson Wentz is going to put up 26 fantasy points. I think for the wide receiver, I'm going with Tim Patrick. I just don't see how the Raiders defense is going to stop Teddy Bridgewater and Tim Patrick. I think Tim Patrick is going to have 21 fantasy points for Week 6. And I'm kind of going with an unknown. Since CEH is hurt, I am going with Darrell Williams. I'm predicting Darrell Williams is going to step in, and I think he's going to have 24 fantasy points against Washington, because Washington's defense was in the top 10, as with Cleveland. I think Baltimore was in there. And Washington's defense has not been spectacular this year. So I think Darrell Williams is going to have a really big game. Now we're going to move on to the last segment of my podcast, which is my 3 bold predictions. Starting with number 3, I predict the Chargers and Raven game is going to be in the 40-40 range, 47-40, 48-40, 41-42, 43-41. I think it's going to be a 40-40 game. Number 2, I think he's playing. I'm going to go with Joe Burrow. I think Joe Burrow is going to blow up against the Detroit Lions. I am picking Joe Burrow to have at least 300 yards or more with 3 touchdowns. I think he's going to have a really nice game if he's healthy and he plays. In my number 1 bold prediction, I am picking the New York Giants will not score a touchdown. They won't kick a field goal. I just think the Rams is going to just destroy the New York Giants. Like, I just see a lot of like 4th and out or 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, punt, 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 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, fumble, fumble, 3 and out, 3 and out, miss field goal, 3 and out, fumble, miss field goal, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. That's how it's going to go. And I am picking the Rams to win this game over the Giants. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that does it for me. Hopefully everybody has a great fantasy week. I am going to be biting my fingernails all weekend because I've got guys hurt. I've got guys on bye. I don't know what the F to do. I've got to make adjustments Sunday morning. All my starting lineups is officially a go, but tomorrow or Sunday morning for the Sunday games, for the Monday games, I got to make adjustments. I'm losing my mind. I'm getting stress headaches because I get so competitive during fantasy football week, and it just, my brain hurts with the amount of injuries that I'm suffering this year. It is insane. It is the most injuries I've ever had from any players on any of my fantasy football teams in my whole freaking fucking life. It is driving me batty. It's driving me insane. So anyway, on that note, I will talk to you probably on Tuesday when I recap week 6 of the NFL. And I talk about, about that big Browns upset. The Bears coming back to win, even though I picked the Packers. You know, that 40-40 high-score game between the Chargers and Ravens. Good luck this weekend. Hopefully your NFL team wins. Take care. Talk to you later. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Have a great night. Take care.